Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take a little tour of the modern farm. And I'm telling you, it is probably not what you're picturing. So for a minute, forget all the old school rustic images you might have. We are about to see how technology has turned one of the oldest human practices into a straight up high tech marvel. Let's dive in.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. If you still think farming is just about, dirt, sweat, and a simple tractor, well, get ready, because the whole game has completely changed, and that's what we're going to explore.
Okay, so our tour kicks off exactly where the whole process does, right there in the soil. Because on a modern farm, a great harvest, a sustainable harvest, it's all built on a foundation of absolute pinpoint accuracy right from the very beginning. For generations, plowing was all about the human eye. And that's just bound to lead to crooked lines, some wasted space, and overlapping passes. But now we have the smart tractor. This thing is connected to satellites, using GPS data to carve perfectly straight, unbelievably efficient paths across the field. It's like digital perfection brought to life in the real world. And this isn't just about making the fields look neat and tidy. No way. This kind of precision has huge real-world benefits. You're cutting down on fuel waste because you're getting rid of all those extra unnecessary passes, and you're boosting overall productivity by using every single inch of the field in the best way possible. It's the very definition of working smarter, not harder. And that same idea of precision, it goes way beyond just planting. So let's talk about watering. Instead of just, turning on a sprinkler and kind of hoping for the best, modern farms use something called smart irrigation. Think of it as a custom hydration plan for the entire field. And it's all powered by real-time data from sensors in the soil, measuring moisture, nutrients, you name it. And the power of this approach, it's this incredible win-win. By giving the crops exactly the water they need, no more, no less, you end up saving one of our most precious resources. And at the same time, you get healthier, more productive plants. It is a massive leap forward for sustainable farming. So, okay, we've seen all this amazing tech working out in the field, but you might be wondering, who's running the show? Well, that brings us to the farm's new command center, which, and this is the crazy part, fits right in the palm of your hand. And one of the biggest game changers in that command center has to be the agricultural drone. These things have basically become the farmer's indispensable eyes in the sky, giving them a level of oversight and a layer of data that was just flat out impossible to get just a few years ago. So, what does a drone's mission even look like? Well, it's this super intelligent multi-step process. First, it uses advanced cameras to constantly monitor the health of the plants, looking for tiny signs of stress or disease you'd never see with the naked eye. This lets it catch problems incredibly early before they can spread. And then it can even take action, delivering a precise spray of nutrients exactly where it's needed. It's like a scout, a doctor, and a medic all rolled into one. And here is where it all comes together. The modern farmer isn't always in the tractor's cab anymore or walking every single row. They're more like fleet managers or data analysts. They're overseeing the entire operation, that GPS tractor, the smart irrigation sensors, the drones, all from a single tablet. It's a complete redefinition of what it even means to be a farmer. All right, the crops are grown. Now it's time for the moment everything has been building towards, the harvest. And just like every other step we've looked at, this final critical phase has become incredibly smart and totally data-driven. The modern combine harvester is the perfect example of this. So physically, it's doing what you'd expect, just collecting tons and tons of grain every hour, but it's the digital function that's truly revolutionary. While it's gathering all that grain, it's also analyzing its quality in real time and mapping yield data across the field. This helps farmers get better prices and plan for the next year with an accuracy that was once unimaginable. It's a factory and a quality control lab on wheels. Okay, that's incredibly impressive for tough crops like wheat. But it does make you wonder, right? Can all this powerful machinery actually be gentle enough for the more delicate stuff, like, say, tomatoes or strawberries? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. Inside controlled environments like greenhouses, we're now seeing farming robots. And these things, powered by computer vision, can identify and harvest ripe vegetables with a level of precision and care that can honestly surpass the human hand. This doesn't just make things more efficient, it also helps tackle huge challenges like labor shortages. So, as we wrap up our little tour, let's just connect all these dots. We've got GPS tractors that use every inch of land, sensors that save water, harvesters that analyze data, and robotic arms. See, this isn't just a random collection of cool gadgets. It's a single, interconnected, intelligent system. And really, the biggest takeaway here is this. The precision revolution isn't something that's on the horizon. It has already started. This is the reality on farms around the world right now, and it's shaping how we're going to feed a growing population more sustainably. And that leaves us with one last really fascinating thought. If GPS tractors, data drones, and robotic harvesters are what define the farm of today, what in the world will the farm of tomorrow look like? It's a pretty exciting future to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.